Sustainability Karma, a podcast series on sustainable development, sustainability, and ESG, or environmental, social, and governance. In this podcast series, with senior journalist and editor Rajiv Tikoo, a who's who of thought leaders from the government, private sector, and civil society share their mantra for accelerating development in India and making the world a better place.
Welcome to this episode of Sustainability Karma. I'm your host, Rajiv Tikoo. Today, we focus on the role of skill building. Skill development is very important in a world where industry is looking for skilled manpower and educated youth are looking for jobs. Skill development is of utmost importance to make education relevant for promoting employability of people and ending poverty. The global community too has recognized its cross-cutting role and included it in several SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals. Besides, for India, skill building is also important because it's a key to harness the demographic dividend. The Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship is responsible for leading skill development efforts in the country, bridging the gap between demand and supply of skilled manpower, building the vocational and technical training framework, skill upgradation, building of new skills, and innovative thinking for the future jobs. In today's episode, we talk to a senior IAS officer, Sri Atul Tiwari, Secretary, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. He is leading the ministry's efforts to achieve its vision of a skilled India. We're pleased to welcome Sri Atul Tiwari to this episode of Sustainability Karma. Welcome, sir. Let me begin by asking you, how is the ministry responding to the fast-changing skill requirements in the world?
There is a very dynamic nature in the job market, and there is an increasing demand for new skills. And the ministry is responding to this fast-changing skill requirement in the job and entrepreneurial world through several proactive measures. We may also notice that we have to provide training in in-demand skills like digital economy, care economy, and green economy, with emerging domains under each and other related skill sets. So the ministry is actively engaging with industries and businesses to identify the skill requirement. I would say that we have an agreement with Pearson's, Infosys, Tata Consultancy Services, LinkedIn, Cisco, Microsoft, IBM, Amazon, IITs, etc. So they allow the ministry to leverage the expertise and resource of these entities, and which leads to the industry-relevant skill development programs. And we just had the 3-year celebration of national education policy under in the Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam, and we also signed 14 MOUs with companies like Genora, German Chamber of Commerce, IndusInd Bank, Yamaha Automobiles, etc., for us to bring these skills to our fore. And we also have many digital and technological integrations also taking place, like Skill India digital platform. We have Bharat Skills, Future Skills Prime, eSkill Indias. So they are also allowing the learners to get updated with the latest industry practices and technologies. On the entrepreneur side, we have through NISBER, we have done entrepreneur stimulation for school students. We have a life enrichment program, and NISBER and NCERT, they have just made one textbook for entrepreneurship for class 9 to 12. And also going to help the students learn the entrepreneurship ethos in their school as well. But I would say that the ultimate thing which we have to do is to have very agile and responsive curriculum development. We should recognize lifelong learning, and certainly public-private partnership can only help us to improve the reach and effectiveness of skill development programs with the changing demand in the market. And for that, we are having a forward-looking approach. We are going very adaptable and responsive, and we are focusing on Indian workers to be equipped with necessary skills to thrive in the global dynamic economy.
Right. Green skills are in much demand globally and in India also. Is the ministry doing anything specifically in that segment, sir?
Yes, as you know, India has the potential to create 35 million green jobs by 2047. And with the green skills, we mean renewable energy, waste management, electric vehicles, sustainable textiles, and green construction. And we have trained 5 lakh candidates in green jobs such as solar PV installer, Surya Mitra, solar PV project, paper bag manufacturing, waste picker, wastewater treatment plant helper, Safai Kramcharis. We have trained around 15 lakh candidates in the agriculture sector as well. We have launched new NSQF job roles for solar and rooftop solar as well. Even for the grid engineering, solar PV business development executive, wind resource assessors, and hydropower power technicians, solar pump technicians, solar photovoltaic entrepreneurs, as well as electric vehicle service technicians, telecom e-waste handlers. So we are designing many job roles and working with industries to give skills to the people. And we are very closely collaborating with the green industries through our Green Sector Skill Council. We have made around 9 new job roles. And other than having a dedicated training institutes which focus on providing green skills training, we also need to bring green skills into existing skill development programs. And for that also we are modifying wherever our job roles are there, so that the green skills are also included there, and the people are also made aware of the need to equip themselves with the green skills.
So you talked about the types with lots of companies which your ministry has, but what has been the response of the companies generally?
See, the skilling is for the industry, and the industry has a very significant role in skill development by way of fostering collaboration, innovation, and effectiveness. And the real demand has to come from them. So far, the industries have been quite useful to us. For example, we have 37 sector skill councils, and they represent almost 40,000 companies. And through these sector skill councils, we are designing the job roles and giving them trainings and assessment, etc. And we are working with the industries in designing and implementing training programs that are tailored to their needs. They also participate in curriculum development. They are also offering us internship, apprenticeship, and on-the-job training opportunities, so that the students have a valuable work experience and exposure to real industry challenges. The industry is also helping us in research and development to drive innovation in technology, process, and practice, and also by cutting-edge technology. But I would stress that the companies also need to come forward to promote the lifelong learning in way of upskilling in their companies by having training programs, workshops, and professional development opportunities. They can further help us in driving the entrepreneurship by supporting and mentoring them, giving them funding support or access to their networks. And as you said, green skills is also very important. So they need to incorporate green practices into their operations. And finally, they are helping quite a lot on the CSR side. And we look forward to them for investing in community-based training programs, scholarship, and helping the local communities in skill development at the grassroots level. But I would say that by the private sector's involvement in skill development, that we can have a more robust and adaptable workforce, which not only would stimulate economic growth, but also contribute to societal development.
Yeah, thank you. That's interesting. Under its G20 presidency, India has flagged skill shortage globally also. What is your sense of the response of the global community? How serious are they about these issues?
You see, the skill shortage challenges is a matter of concern for the global community for quite some time, And there are skill shortages, and there are certain countries because of demographic shifts, and there's also a problem between the rapidly changing technological landscape. Some countries also have facing the global economic uncertainties,
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, there is a mismatch between the skill requirement and the skill supply.
Mm-hmm.
And these points were very much taken note of during the G20, the working group meeting on the labor.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a growing realization that there is a need to have some skill gap assessments in the country-wise. There is a need for harmonization and mutual recognition of certificates.
Mm-hmm.
And we also need to collaborate on global level so that, say, for the ILO and OECD, etc., that what more can be done on the skill shortages and meet the demand globally.
Thank you very much, sir. It has been very helpful and useful to learn about the Ministry's vision of a skilled India and how you are going about it. Is there anything else you would like to add, sir?
Yeah, I would like to say that with this ministry and other ministry, in all, there will be almost 6.35 crore candidates have been trained.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to work further and in a very focused manner so that we are able to skill our people, because, as you know, that we have a demographic dividend, and we have around 18 to 35, and we have almost 600 million people, and 65% Indians are under the age of 35.
Mm-hmm.
So the skill is the very important part in our economic journey.
Mm-hmm.
And the budget 2024 has also given a big boost to skill development because it is a youth-centric budget with the Amrit Pidhi or Youth Power it is called. And it has also announced the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, Skill India International Centers, its Unified Skill India digital platform, etc. And we have our network is quite strong at this moment. We have almost 15,000 ITIs. We have National Skill Training Institutes for training of trainers. We have the short-term training centers. We have almost 40,000 institutions who are taking apprentices. On the districts, we have almost 4,500 national skill qualification upload courses. And as I said, we have sector skill councils. We are engaging for almost 27 countries for international mobility. And skilling has been central to all the national missions, whether it was Swachh Bharat or Jal Jeevan, or I would say that the Vishwakarma scheme. And I would say that there's a focus towards integrated skilling and multi-skilling. And we require more such skilling as MSME and PLI segments. And there is increased digital penetration, so that also we have to make use of that. And so that we have the online blended pedagogy. We have take into account the in the IR 4.0 AR VR interventions, so that we re-energize, refocus, and reimagine the skilling system so that it can meet the growing demands in the coming years.
So thank you for joining us in today's episode. It was very useful to know about the Ministry's vision of Skilled India. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We hope you like this program. This program is also live streamed on All India Radio and aired on community radio stations. We look forward to your feedback on our WhatsApp number 9818120554. For participation in this program, write to us at sustainability.karma@gmail.com. You may also connect with us on social media. This podcast is also available on podcast hosting sites. Looking forward to meet you again at the same time next week with a new episode and a new guest. Till then, goodbye from all of us. Sustainability Karma, a podcast series with senior journalist and editor Rajiv Tikoo on sustainable development, sustainability and ESG.